anyway. Alright, what's poppin', pimpin'? It's your boy Scotty motherfucking Wilson back with another fabulous episode of Vlogging for My Sanity. And as you can see, I am still vibing out to this Cushion Orange Juice 2. It has not dropped yet, but from the little songs that I've been hearing, man, this shit is crazy. I can't wait for this shit to drop. But anywho, so I made a video talking about I don't know when I did that or when I'm gonna drop it, like in correlation with this video. I'm trying to sit this still so I can grab something. But so I made a video basically talking about how I was really bad at relaxing. So today I have done my best to relax, and I'm gonna try to tell y'all kind of how it went because I was having a conversation with my homeboy the other day, and we was talking about some relationship shit, and I just thought it was his response to what I was saying was really unique to me because it's a response that I've heard numerous times over when I try to explain where I'm coming from with stuff. You know what? I've been wondering why it was cold in this living room this whole time. Forgot the windows was open. Forgot I had the windows open. That's why it's cold in here like that. All right. So, uh, but anywho, back to what I was saying. So his response to the conversation, even though he was joking, he was just basically saying it like I had came up with this. I don't know how to explain it because it's so weird. It's like when people hear my response to stuff, they they think I'm like a con man or something because I get and it's weird because I'm like I don't know what you're hearing. Like it's what about my well thought out response makes you feel like I'm trying to manipulate the conversation. That's always been weird to me. But I gotta shut these windows. Bro. I'm trying to talk to y'all, and bro, it's cold. It's bothering me. I don't do well with cold. I don't. This is bothering me. I gotta shut these windows for real. But anyway, so I don't know. I don't know if other people have that problem. I don't know if that's just a Capricorn thing. I don't know if because I noticed that when I have similar conversations with females, they'll ask me that. They be like, "What's your sign?" Capricorn. They be like, "Oh, that makes sense." And I get it, but I don't like the way they say it because I'm like, well, what is that supposed to mean? Like, are you mad because I can articulate a response correctly in a manner that you actually have to think about? And that's what always pisses me off about that because it always feels like I don't get why me having a well thought out response is like bad. That's so weird because that's always the response. Like, because I'm not saying that that's what he was doing. I don't even know if the people that are doing that are doing it intentionally, but that's weird that it happens every single. Like, if I could show them what I can see from my perspective, you and a million other people have said that exact same thing, and that's weird. That's always been weird to me. Like, and I don't think people be realizing that when they say that. It's like, bro, you. Anyway, um, so I was saying all of that to say because there are nuances when it comes to certain things in life that I don't think people pay attention to or even care about. And that's kind of why they get into the situations they be in, or that's why I think stuff goes the way it goes because we don't really give a damn about the nuances. So, for example, so that's what I'm talking about today as far as my like do nothing day. Um, Hold on, because I'm finna do my face mask, and I figured I'd talk to y'all while I did that. Since I'm trying to get better with vlogging and doing different stuff or whatever. So like as I'm vlogging, I don't want to do the same thing repeatedly. Um, but so the nuances of doing nothing. I always thought it was really interesting because it'd be the little things. for example, today I didn't answer the phone because I said I wasn't going to do nothing. And my thing is, something as simple as answering the phone can change that whole trajectory of what you were trying to do. Because if you said you were going to do nothing, and that was what your goal was for today, then allowing even the temptation can hinder what you said you were going to do. So for me, because I think I'm not the greatest at sticking to things and I'm trying to do better even with this vlogging, because I really, really feel like that's what's going to be maybe like the key thing to get where I want to as an artist, is because I need to start being consistent with things. And that's like those are like, to me, the very small nuances of being consistent. Something as small as just not answering the phone because I said I wasn't going to do nothing today. So if I answer the phone, that gives room for something to be done. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's just little shit like that. And I was just thinking about that because somebody made a status the other day and where they said something similar. They was like, and that's another thing. Never mind. I don't want to get into that because people be weird. People be responding weird, and it's always, I don't know. People just be responding weird. I just thought it was weird, not bad, but I just thought it was a weird response. But somebody had made a status similar to basically the same topic that I'm talking about right now. And they was like, my bad. Somebody called me. Anyway. So back to what I was saying. So yeah, somebody made a status the other day was saying something similar around the idea of I can't even remember exactly what the status was. So I'm paraphrasing. I'm paraphrasing. But anyway, it was around the lines of it's hard to have like friends these days because you can't. Well, he said, I bet you can't ask your homeboy to sit still for 6 months to a year so y'all can stack. No clubbing, no going out or whatever, this, that, and the other. And I just thought it was an interesting status and it was a good point. But, just to expound on what he was saying, when I commented on it, I said you absolutely. I think I said something to the effect that you absolutely right, but people don't realize how difficult that is because it's more to it than just not clubbing and not shopping and like not buying bottles. It's like it's not going out to eat every day. Cause I had homies like that. So well, no, I don't. I'm not more because I had one homie that used to be like that. He not like that no more either. But I mean, he still will. But like even stuff like not going out to eat. You know what I'm saying? It's people where you'll say that too, like, hey, bro, we finna stack. And then they'll hit you the next day and be like, hey, you trying to go to such to eat? No, we just said we was gonna stack. And that was kind of the point that I was making on the status. Like, there are so many nuances to what he was saying. I wonder if people realize the point of what he was saying, or were they just, going off of it because it just sounds good because it's catchy. My bad. Every time I hear a noise, it just, I just be paranoid. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. So, just, I think that's kind of the point that I'm getting at in so many words that, like, I just really, because I said that this is the part that I thought was weird though. So I said that, and excuse me, and I don't even want to get into it because it was just, like I said, I just thought it was just weird. I don't know if I be in my head sometimes or if people just be doing weird stuff. So it's so weird because I responded like I just told you what I said on the status. Then when somebody responded to what I said and was like, "You absolutely right." It was like, "Cause um something," and I said, "Yeah, because the people don't want to struggle on purpose." And then the girl was like, "Well, I don't think it's people that don't want to not struggle on purpose. Uh, it's just people don't want to." like not go out or not do nothing. And I'm like, well, for some, and I responded to her, I was like, well, for some people that's a struggle. Like not going out for some people is genuinely a struggle. Like if you tell somebody, hey, I give you $1 million if you sit in the house for 6 months, the consensus would say, oh yeah, I can do that. It's a lot of people that I know that could not do that. Not and be sane. Like you just got to sit there and just be in the house chilling. I know a lot of people that can't do it because they can do it now. They have the option to do it now, but they don't. They wouldn't. Ain't no way. Sit still? Like, so anyway, but the part that I thought was weird is that he responded like, yeah, that's basically what I was saying. I'm like, I don't know. It was real condescending when he responded. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe I was overthinking it. I could have been overthinking it, but it was just weird. Cause I'm like, nigga, all I was doing was expounding on what you said and was saying that there was nuances to that. I don't understand why every time I explain something, people get it's just weird. It's just weird. It's just a weird energy. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Cause like I said, I could be overthinking it, but people be in their feelings when I talk and it's annoying. Especially when I be agreeing with people. Like that's so stupid. I hate when I be in the middle of an argument and I'm agreeing with somebody, but it's just I can tell they just don't like the way I said what I said, but they're still agreeing with me. So now we going back and forth about the same. Like that shit is so fucking annoying. Jesus Christ, that shit is annoying. And that's why that's why I had to make sure I didn't answer the phone today. Because people, I don't know that if people consciously do that or if they unconsciously do it. Either way it goes, well, nobody finna bother me today. Not today. I wasn't finna be dealing with all that, none of that wondering shit today. Because I ain't got time. Because people be doing too much. And it'd be weird. And I didn't do nothing to you. So I don't understand why you're talking to me like that. Ooh, shoot. Well, that should be weird. Cause it is. It's a lot of nuances to shit, and people don't be giving a fuck about the nuance, and that's why people be just in shit, saying shit, doing shit, and the shit be fucking weird. People be fucking weird, bro, and that shit is so fucking. I don't know. That shit is weird to me. That's why, to a certain extent, I be trying to keep to myself. But at the same time, I be feeling like I genuinely feel like it's unfortunate for people like me to keep that we feel like we have to keep to ourselves because everybody else in the world is so snippy and on edge and be ready to argue about some stupid shit that we can't go out in the world and be the light and just be happy and just fuck with people and be a good person because somebody always got something ignorant to say. Somebody always got something want to feel some type of way about something. It's like, bro, it wasn't even that fucking serious. It's weird. So, you know. And then the other good thing about it is these people don't really fuck with me like that for real. So I can, you know, talk my shit. Cause I had a video the other day. I made a video last night. Um, the homies, we was all sitting around just talking shit. And my homie was like, man, you recording? I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to say no to nobody. You know, and that's his life. I ain't talking about him specifically, but I always think that's interesting when people say shit like that because I don't really be, I don't have no intentions to hurt nobody's feelings for anybody to be feeling some type of way about shit that I said. But I do wholeheartedly believe that people go out their way to look for something to see if it was like, to see if I was insulting them. Because I've definitely had that happen to me a few times where I've said something like, because I vent a lot, you know, on videos and shit like that. Um, I've like vented about certain situations and even when I vent, I watch what I say when I vent, you know. So when people come at me with certain shit based off what I said, I can always almost immediately know that you butthurt about some other shit that don't have nothing to do with what I said because only you knew what I was talking about. So all of this embarrassment that you talking about and all of this, oh well, you telling people. First of all, I didn't tell nobody nothing. I didn't say your name. I didn't say where they could find this information. I'm on all the social media platforms. So who knows who I was talking to about when, where, and what and why. Only you decided to be butthurt about some shit that I fucking said that you could have easily just asked me, hey, what did you mean by that? Which is even more weird because to me, I'd be making perfect sense. I don't understand. I don't know. That shit be weird. People be weird. But like I said, there's so many nuances to life. To me, I be frustrated because I be feeling like I'm the only person that understands that shit. It's like I get that people be sitting behind computers in their feelings about shit and making certain shit look a certain way when it ain't what it is. That's why I don't really sit up. That's why I don't give a fuck about vlogging. I don't give a fuck about, talking and getting my emotions out and like venting on a fucking camera because who the fuck is, what's the difference between me doing this in pursuit of my dreams and my goals and you sitting behind a computer fucking typing some bullshit because you and your feelings as well. At least I'm doing it in a healthy way. That's all I'm saying. Niggas be sitting at the dinner table dying inside because they can't talk. And now I'm supposed to feel some type of way because I decided to no, not even decided, because I took advantage of a clear opportunity to be able to get your shit off. Clearly opportunity. And on top of the fact that I'm an artist, and on top of the fact that I'm an entrepreneur, bro, I should be doing this anyway. But everybody want to be rich though. Everybody want to start a business though. But instead of you know what would be more interesting to me is if a lot of these artists stop hiding behind the computer and get and why don't we all sit down and talk about what the fuck we don't like, we like and what we don't like? Because I wouldn't have a problem talking about a lot of these goddamn artists in St. Louis. I wouldn't, because my thing is my issues are human issues. They're not anything that's like personal, where niggas should feel some type of way and be like, oh, this he don't like me. No, I don't like what you do. And a lot of people don't understand the difference. It's certain things that people do that are just unacceptable. And it's like, who are you around that's allowing you to behave like this? This is so unacceptable. Like, bro, what are you doing? I be having to tell people. I had to tell my homie the other day. He said some shit to me. I was like, bro, don't say no hating ass shit like that. Like, that's basically hating. Because you waited till somebody said something about you that you didn't like, and now all of a sudden you gonna wait till they leave and then talk about something. Oh man, I ain't really fucking with Buddy. No way. Don't do that hating ass shit around me. Because that's hating. That's hate. Because I'm like, well, why you ain't telling him that when he was here? Oh, because that's your people's. What? Don't do that fake stuff around me. Don't do that. That's fake. Especially because if it's genuine, you can say that to a human being. That'd be my thing about people. That's how I know stuff don't be genuine. Because if it's genuine, then you can say whatever you gotta say to another human being if it's genuine. If I don't like something, I have the right as a fucking human being to say I don't fucking like it. I don't have to like you. That makes me more human that I'll sit up here and tell you that I don't like something and it's me sitting there trying to fake it because I feel like whatever excuse niggas want to use. Pretending to not like shit. That's one of the biggest issues that I be having with the music industry. I remember one of my teachers told me that a long time ago. He was like, man, I don't know how far you gonna make it in this music industry with that attitude. I'm like, what you mean? He's like, cuz people don't want to hear the truth. He was like, and you be wanting to tell people the truth. I'm like, brother, you know how, first of all, I thought to myself, because I was young, I was still in college at the time, I thought to myself, wow, that's encouraging. Telling me not to be myself and not to be honest. Wow, that's nice. You know, I can't tell niggas that I think they shit whack. That's gonna hinder me from having a successful music career because everybody want to hear that they dope. Everybody want to hear like so essentially my music career doesn't have anything to do with talent. It essentially has to do with how much ass I can kiss. And I've been noticing a lot of people play into shit like that, and I just don't. I don't play into shit like that. We not finna play who can kiss the better ass. We not doing that. Cause for what? It's not. It's just so unnecessary. I'm not a sucky enough as a person to be like, oh well, you know what I'm saying? I gotta kiss your ass to do this, that, and the other. Like, I'm gonna probably fuck with you regardless. I just have the right to say I don't like something. That's what I don't like about people. Like, niggas can't even be real friends because we can't tell each other that we don't like something. Just say you don't like it. That don't mean you gotta hate somebody or now y'all beefing or something like that. Just say you don't like it. That is okay. Somebody say they don't like something I do, okay, I'll fix it. I'll change it if it needs to be changed. If it's that serious, but you're not gonna tell me you mad at me because you don't like the way I eat chips. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Because it be certain shit where it be like, bro, you ain't gotta do all of that. You know, it be certain shit, and I'm noticing that. You know what's so funny? I'm noticing that about myself too, about like other people with my friends and stuff like that. It be certain shit that my friends do sometimes that I don't necessarily care for, but I have to realize whether or not it's just something I just genuinely don't like that I don't care for, or is it like a problem that I need to address? Because you don't need to address everything. Everything don't need to be addressed. Everything don't be that. It ain't that serious because everybody different. Because some shit you just I don't know. Maybe I think that might be a Midwest thing. People here are so fucking judgmental. Ooh, excuse me. That it's like, fam, I think it's hard for people to be friends sometimes because they want to nitpick every single thing that they don't like about a person. And I don't really. Most of the people that I've had to disconnect myself with, they do something that's literally detrimental to like moving forward in life. Like hating. It's a lot of people that hate and gossip that I've had to cut off where because I noticed that I'm a good person to have a conversation with a lot of people. So a lot of people vent to me and that can get toxic to me. So it's like I had to cut people off because they would call me specifically every time some drama happened or every time something going on. I'm like, bro, I ain't got time. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that shit all the fucking time. I genuinely do not want to hear that shit all the time. But I don't also want to be an asshole and be like, every time you call me, be like, I don't want to hear that shit. So I just stop answering the phone because I know why you calling me. It ain't to tell me nothing positive. It's never to tell me nothing positive. And then that in turn makes me kind of seem like an asshole to a lot of people, which I don't want to do. Like I want to try to learn how to be a better friend. But essentially it turns me into an asshole because now I gotta chastise every single thing that you do. Like now I gotta say something because you on bullshit, and because I'm the friend that know like that don't stand for bullshit. I'm not gonna sit here and just let you fuck off your life. Now I'm coming off like I'm nitpicking everything. Cause we not finna sit here and talk about how we broke every day. We not finna do that. We finna one of these days we finna figure it out. And I be having people around me that I know that they don't like when I get into that mode of fam, you done said this a million times. We not finna keep kikiing about being broke. That's not funny. Like to me, being poor is not. I mean, I get it. We do it. We go through what we got to go through. But it's I be looking at people with you, fam. You have $1,000 phone in your hand, and you talking about you don't know what you finna eat the next day. Like, fam, if you what are we talking about? It be certain people that I be like, mm-mm. But don't get me wrong, I get it. I get it. Stuff be a struggle. It is a struggle. Like for me and my mental health issues, that's why I try to be. That's why I try to be considerate when I like go in on people like that because I don't necessarily want to seem like I'm not taking the nuances into consideration. But it be just it. But for me, it be weird, bro. It be weird because it be people where I be like, I give them the game. I be like, fam, you can do this, and this, and make that shit work. I don't want to do that. So essentially, you telling me you don't want to do that. Essentially, you telling me that the problems that you keep coming to me about, you don't really care about fixing those problems or care about what it does to me. You just want me to hear your problems. So essentially, you're a selfish person because you just think about you when it comes to this situation, not how it affects other people, not how it's actually affecting you in the future, not how it's affecting the long term. No, just how you feel in the moment where you feel like you got to vent. And I'm supposed to be okay with it. That you're just clearly a selfish person. Because I don't like I have my some of my friends have to beg me to tell them what's going on with me. because I hate being the person that complains all the time. Like that's what we do. We always complaining. Like I'm not doing that. So anyway, yeah. So now I gotta let this shit sit. Um. So I'm finna go smoke. That's what I'm finna do. But anywho, so I don't know how much I rambled or got off subject. I'm trying. I try not to do that because I'm trying to get better. But um, yeah, just the nuances that the nuances in life be fucking people up in so many ways, and I don't think they understand that. Yeah, I don't think they get that for real. You know. Um, so essentially, dude, this video is long as fuck. Um, but is somebody messaging me? Yeah, somebody messaging me. But essentially, man, that's kind of I just kind of wanted to talk about that just for a minute. You know, since I be vlogging for my Sanity, I be trying to get shit out of my head because I be want to really, because I'm telling y'all, people really be like, people really be taking everything that I just said and making me seem like I am fucking insane. And the crazy part is, I wish that I was like other people when it comes to the stuff I just said. And it's like, if y'all heard the conversations that I was having with other people, that it would be like different than what I just said. Because I noticed that a lot too. People will get their shit off and be like, yeah, I'll be like this, and this. But when you see them in real life, it's not the same. It's like they don't, it's like, no, that's not how you said that to me. Because when you said it to me, you said that very well and articulated. But when you said it to them, like you clammed up and you didn't get your shit off the way you were supposed to, which is why you have this issue with this person. So stop clamming up like that. Like when you get your shit off with me, get your shit off. But I actually do that. Like I'll be getting my shit, like how I just talk, like just this whole time. That's how I talk to people. And it's weird because when they hear it, when you hearing it, it's oh yeah, that shit sound good until I'm saying it to you. Then now I'm being offensive, and now I'm judging you, and now I'm telling you about your life and who do I think I am, and I'm always right and all this other bullshit. That shit is so fucking annoying, and I feel like that's so stupid because it's hindering so many people from being better in life, and I know that because I did the same thing. That whole who you think you're talking to all the time, you don't have to do that all the time unless somebody is directly trying to offend you. I don't be trying to offend nobody. Niggas just be sensitive. They got to get their shit together. Yeah, niggas got to get their shit together. So, anywho, so if you made it this far, tell me how y'all feel about, the longer videos and the vlogs and stuff. Like, do y'all like when I get into these bags and talking and I really need to know because I've heard people tell me that in real life too. Like, man, I want to hear you talk your shit. I want to hear you go off. And it's weird because I'm like, why do y'all say that to me when I'm on camera? Like when I put these videos out, but then when I try to explain this shit to y'all in real life, it don't translate the same. Because to me, then that's frustrating. Because on one side I'm like, damn, I be saying some real ass shit, but then on the other side, I don't know if it's as real as motherfuckers say it is because it be seeming like it don't translate to certain people. I don't know. Maybe it's because of certain people. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm gonna continue to do these to help with my mental health issues and to teach myself about myself and learn more so that I could just be the best person that I could possibly be, and I can do this music thing and be successful and help people and love people and show people that you don't have to be super this and extra that and all that and the other man fam. You can be a normal human being and get your shit off. You know, so um, I was just watching a video earlier today. DDG was saying, he was like, man, people always ask me how I'm supposed to do this, how I'm supposed to do it. He's like, bro, just be consistent. And for me, I watch way too many people who are successful. Because in a sense, I ain't gonna say in a sense, he is. DDG is successful. I'm not gonna say in a sense because he is successful. But there are a lot of people who are successful who comes from different walks of life, but I always notice that they all the similar things that they say can't be wrong. Like if they all saying the same thing about certain stuff, there's absolutely no way. And I've heard way too many people talk about consistency that are successful, where it's like, bro, that can't be a lie. Like even if your shit trash, like if you consistent, first of all, you're gonna get better because you're consistent. And practice at anything makes perfect. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get better with practice. So yeah, just be consistent. And I feel like me even doing this is like, you know what I'm saying? If I be consistent, then they're gonna get better. The videos are gonna get better. What I'm doing is gonna get better. They gonna get more interested. I mean, me personally, I feel like they have been a little bit more interesting. When I be go back and watch them, you know what I'm saying, just moving around doing certain stuff. Yeah, that shit it's getting better. Um, yeah, it's getting better. And I also think it's working for me because people are starting to see, you know, that the character and the brand that I have online is not fake. Like I don't make this shit up. Like I'm really a genuine person who really be trying to help people. So every time people get mad at me or think I'm being contradictory or trying to be funny when I tell them something, when I start breaking down something, it's really, I need to start developing a different type of piece when it comes to that. Because you know who I see do that a lot that I think is really good at it now, or at least maybe he's always been good at it and I didn't know. But I see Cat Williams do that a lot. When people are trying to be funny with Cat Williams, he has a way of speaking back to you in a way it's not derogatory, but he always kind of letting you know what it is. But it's not derogatory. He's not talking down to you. And I really, really, really like that. Like I probably should start watching him talk more because I really enjoy that. I really enjoy the fact that he can like speak to somebody directly, even when they trying to play with him, and he don't really like lower himself to play with you too, but he kind of still be playing like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like he like, all right, bet. And I think maybe because he's a comedian, he can get his shit off like that versus anybody that's like having a regular conversation. You know, I think that's why maybe, you know, for me, I'd be feeling like I gotta say something back because I'm not a comedian. But maybe I should think about getting more into that bag of, you know, not being a comedian, but understanding the nuances of conversations and how you can excel at them even when people are trying to drag you down. So 5 damn songs and I keep listening to this shit on repeat. This shit hard. Wiz, you did your goddamn thing on this. I ain't gonna fake it. This shit hard. Yeah, this shit hard. Yeah. So, but anywho, I'm supposed to be waiting 15 to 20 minutes for the face mask to clear. I don't know if I'm gonna sit here and do that for this whole thing because I notice the more I'm trying to do better with these videos, the longer they get because I be having shit to say. I don't know if that's good or bad. So, you know, when I feel like I'm rambling too much, then I usually cut the video out. Y'all know that because I be saying I'm rambling. But I don't know. Like I say, every time I say this to people, even when I'm having a conversation, people be like, I like your rambling though. I guess. Come on, Wiz. Come on, Wiz. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. He made music for niggas like me that do face masks, smoke weed, and drink lemon water and other things that I ain't gonna say because we might have like kids in the audience, but real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? P shit, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Niggas that do P shit. It's just say it's P like that. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Yeah, that's why I always think like, the nuances are interesting. So I don't know. I might make a song called Nuance. Something like that. Cause it's man. I'm a five. Oh my goodness. My bad. Yeah, damn. Is that shit? Oh my goodness. Keeping it player. Anyway. So I think I'm gonna wrap that up. I'm gonna leave it at that. So like I said, tell me whether or not y'all agree or disagree with what I was saying, because I'd be genuinely interested. But my whole thing was, before you say anything, because I know y'all just be like to hop in the comments and say stuff. My point was that there are nuances to life that people don't pay attention to, and that's how we get into circumstances and act like we don't know what's going on. I don't think some people act like they don't know what's going on all the time. Because sometimes I'll be like, man, people are so stupid. And I don't think everybody is genuinely stupid. I think some people are blissfully ignorant. And what they'll do is, because let me tell you a short version of the conversation, because I want to wrap this up. We were talking about, like, if an ex decides to try to come back. And he was like, are you saying that if your ex did this, 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 and this, you wouldn't take them back? You wouldn't just be cool with it? And I said, I have a problem with answering that question with just, because he's saying, well, just say yes or no. And I'm like, I'm not finna say yes or no, because that's how niggas get caught up. You get caught up not realizing there are nuances in between you doing this, 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 and this. What happened in between this, 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 and this that led up to these points? Because you got to hit thresholds to get to this point, this point, this point, and this point. Because I feel like I got to do the same thing. If I have to show and prove and do this, that, and the other, then I expect the same on the other end. So you just doing the bare minimum ain't good enough. There's nuances in between it. Like, so if you can't get to the nuances in between it, then what the fuck are we talking about? Because I feel like you would expect the same thing from me as a man, right? The nuances, the shit in between. Like, I can't just pay for everything. I know it's some women out there that think that that's cute. It ain't. Because when somebody pays for everything, they control everything. And they start controlling you. And I don't think any human being wants to be controlled. Some do. So, hey, take your pick. You do what you want. But that's why I don't agree with it. Somebody doing everything. Unless it was an agreement. Unless y'all rocking like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see if I was rich as hell and I had my woman and shit, I didn't genuinely want her to do nothing, I would genuinely not want her to do nothing. I wouldn't tell her she can't do anything, though. That's the difference. See, those are the nuances I be talking about. I wouldn't tell my woman she can't do anything, but she wouldn't necessarily have to if she didn't want to. If I was like, when I get where I'm finna get to in life, I want that. Like, I want my woman to not necessarily have to do anything. If she wants to, knock yourself out. But I don't want you to feel like you have to. So those are the nuances, because there'll be people who will argue that point, like, well, dude's supposed to be doing this, 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 and this. Fam, there are so many ins and outs to even get to that conversation, whether or not why are we spending 50-50? Like, what's happening that got us to this point? Or were we doing this, that, and the other? Like, I remember I had a conversation about Valentine's Day, about something like that. And I was like, well, to me, people make it seem like Valentine's Day is for just the female. So men don't expect anything for Valentine's Day. So that's why I think that's when the 50-50 thing would play in perfectly, because you would do things for each other. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't just be all for her or just all be for you. Like, y'all would go in together. To me, that's a 50-50. Now, my 50 might be bigger than your 50. You might have $50. I might have 50 bands. Like, but we still went in together. So, but I think it's just meeting. I just feel like it's meeting somewhere in the middle. And balance is to me the key to life. So I don't understand why people would even argue balance. Like, yes, things need to be balanced. I shouldn't have all the money. You shouldn't have all the feelings. Like, somebody needs to we need to balance each other out. Like, you know, people be feeling like it's okay to have zero feelings. If this person has zero feelings and this person has a million feelings, and they'll work. I disagree with that. I feel like this person has a million feelings that they can regulate well, and this person has a million feelings that they can't regulate well. That I think would work better because they'll balance each other out as far as regulating those feelings because they both have that issue. I'm done talking. I'm finna let this face mask dry a little bit more because it still feel wet on my face. Pause. I don't know if that's a pause. Tell me in the comments whether or not that's a pause. Yeah, I don't think wet on my face is a pause. It can be. Yeah, nah, I don't think so. Anyway, I'll be tripping, y'all. All right, like I said, I'm finna get up out of here. But the whole point, like I said, just the nuances of life. They're very interesting to me, and I feel like we need to pay attention to them more. So, with that being said, I hope y'all have a good night because I usually do these in the morning, but it's late in the evening because, like I said, I usually try to do my face masks at night so I can go to sleep, wake up, wash your face, you know what I'm saying, be good. Excuse me. Yeah, so y'all have a good night. Be safe, be blessed, um, stay out the way, and don't let nobody try to talk you out what you know. You know. So, anywho, all right, I'll see y'all later. Peace, love, and happiness, and we'll find out what happens on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.